My name is Mike Jones. I'm the newest member of the 1 Million Cups organizing team. And I'm going to introduce Mike McDougal today with McDougal co-working spaces. And so if you can just stand up and give them a round of applause and welcome them up here. Good morning. Good morning. Is that working?
You want it to sit on or?
Yeah, green lights on.
There we go. Oh, I hear it. There you go. There you go. Everybody got a card with the address on it. If you don't, grab one before you leave. I'm going to spend my 6 minutes. I'm just going to walk through a website that Smooth Fusion right here designed for me, and so it looks great. We opened our space this week, and so if I have time, I brought some pics that I can show you because those aren't up on our website just yet because we're brand new. But I'm just kind of walk you through what we're doing and see if I know how to scroll down. There we go. And so I've been in the real estate business here in Lubbock for 25 years. Done lots of different things, but 2.5 years ago, I kind of broke away and started doing my own thing, working with a lot of small businesses. Been kind of seeing what 1 Million Cups is all about. And one thing I figured out, or I discovered about a year ago, is that there's a huge hole in the real estate market with regard to small businesses. I mean, if you're looking for office space, number one, you're going to have to sign a year lease, maybe a 3-year lease. You're going to have to rent probably more space than you want. I mean, you're going to have to go for 1,500, 2,000 square feet. You're going to have to pay for bathrooms and all those things that are necessary, but we don't really like to pay for. And so I started looking at this co-working idea about 12 months ago, and I looked at a lot of different places. I looked at Austin, Dallas, I even looked overseas. About what was this concept? And so I haven't recreated the wheel at all. I'm just bringing it to Lubbock, and so that's kind of how we got started. And so my space, we actually opened Monday morning, and our space is on the south side, Quaker and the South Loop. So 7008 Salem Avenue. You got the address there, and we have 10,000 square feet. And so basically, we're providing desk, offices, and a high-speed internet. And so I don't know anything about high-speed internet, but we have 200 megabytes up and down. And so from what I hear, that's pretty decent. And I know it's tons faster than my house. I've already been over there. I'm like, wow, I'm not waiting on anything. So, but that's what we're offering. And we're doing it with no contracts. It's a month to month, so I hate using this analogy, but it's sort of like a gym membership. So you pay this month, you got access. You don't pay next month, you don't have access. And so we opened Monday morning. We had our first move-in Monday morning. He was actually ready last week, and so that's as simple as it gets. If you look at our website, you can kind of see some of the benefits. I mean, I'm not going to go through all that. Most of y'all probably know what a co-working space is, but I mean, it's basically we're just sharing space, and we've done this pretty easy, or we've tried to be as easy as we can. We're starting at $99 a month. Find me an office space anywhere in Lubbock where you can rent for $99 a month. But I've got you one, and I'll kind of walk through some of the different plans that we have. But $99 a month basically gets access to the building. It's first come, first served seating on the first floor, and then also gives you access to we have 2 conference rooms, a pretty decent size one, 10 or 12 people, and then we have a small one. So that's what that $99 gets you, plus the high-speed internet. So that's kind of our base. That's kind of our base level. We're open 8 in the morning till 6 at night, and so that you would have access during those hours. If you need more than that, if you need a permanent place to work, you need a permanent desk, then we just step you up to the next level, and that's $199 a month. So for $199 a month, you get the same desk every time. You can leave your stuff, you can set your computer up, do whatever you need to do. Plus, you get 24/7 access. And so you can come and go whether we're there or not. And then we have private offices. And I'll show you some pics of the floor plans. But private offices start at $299 a month and go to $499 a month, depending on the size. But we have offices that we can share as many as 4 or more. Four people can share an office easy, and we provide desk for 4 people. Some of the offices are even bigger than that you could probably squeeze in some more coworkers if you wanted to. Photos I have, so if I have time, I want to show you some photos. And then we may have some brokers in the room, so I just want to briefly touch on this. Lubbock is a broker-driven market, and so I already said I'm not signing contracts, and so it's kind of hard to compensate a broker when they bring me a client because I'm just promised this month. And so what we came up with is that if you're a broker and you bring us a client, we will pay you basically market rate commission, but I'm going to do it on a quarterly basis for up to 3 years. So if that client stays in my building for 3 years, then you'll get a check once a quarter for that period of time, basically on a 4 or 6% split, depending on the deal. So that's pretty typical, except we're not going to be writing one big check for a 3-year lease. And so we want to cooperate with our local brokers, and so that's our kind of out of the box thinking to try to do that. Okay, do I have just a couple minutes for picks? Here's our location. Like I said, we're on the south side, and let me see if these other buttons work. We're actually already opening an international location. So yeah, I just opened this one Monday, and so yeah, we're going to open one in Brazil. So I'm crazy. I have a friend that lives down there. We've been exploring this location for almost the same period of time. We signed a lease 2 weeks ago, and we're opening down there May 1st. And so, yeah. I know nothing about international business, but I'm about to find out. So let me just show you some pics, and then I'll turn it over for questions. This is our what I did.
There you go.
There we go. So that's our building. Just a little 2-story. This was actually my corporate office for about 17 years, so I'm very familiar with the building. I worked there, and so that's just on the. Just a block off the loop. There's a floor plan if you can see it, but you can basically see there's offices around the sides, and then the inside space is what we call our hot desk. So that's our first come first served spaces, and you can see our big conference room down there as well. And then the second floor, very similar. The second floor is where we're planning to put permanent desks. So if you want kind of the second tier, you just want your own desk. The second floor is probably where we're going to find it. Here's just a couple of pics of the inside of the space. We tried to kind of make it look like it wasn't just a traditional office, and so you'll kind of see the open areas. So this is the first floor, that's the second floor. We're actually still painting on the second floor, so I don't have a whole lot of other pics on the second floor right now. And then there are 2 conference rooms. So you see the one that's big, it's kind of set up as a training room right now, but those are flexible. I mean, they're on rollers like these desks, so you can easily push those together and make you a big 12-person conference table if you want, and then just a smaller conference room as well. And then just some pics of the offices. You see, I got a 1, 2. There's even a 4-top office, so we have several of each kind. Just a couple other pics. So that's my spiel, and I'll be happy to hear questions. Jeremy Jones is right back here. Jeremy is a commercial real estate agent with Maston Group, and he is staffing our space in the mornings right now. And so technically we're open about 8 to 12 right now. And then as we grow, we'll expand those hours. So
questions? Anybody? It's a brilliant idea, by the way. Love it.
Your furniture, is it provided?
no, all the furniture's ours. So it's a steel case brand. This is a brand. It's a steel case and turnstone. I think are interchangeable. This is a company that specializes in co-working type space. And so they actually designed the layout and sold this furniture. So the furniture's ours.
What do you do about liability insurance? Do you have any need for that? I know there's a free-range coworker out of Albuquerque. And I think they're looking around a lot of kind of doing the same thing. But is there, with the membership, since it's month to month, do you have need for any liability insurance for those folks? Or
I mean, we
talk
have,
about that?
we have your, a typical, office space, kind of, package policy. So we have liability property insurance, just like it's a normal office. Because really the only difference in this versus, a nine-story, office building that I own downtown is the long-term nature of the lease. So it's the same use, same office kind of use. You just don't have the long-term leases, and for insurance, they don't care. So, because it's just office, as far as they're concerned. So we don't have any kind of special
Well, I mean,
insurance.
for the parties that bring in liability insurance that you have for the tenant, usually is paying for that. You're not requiring that of the tenant?
No, we're not. We're not requiring insurance. Come in, write me a check. Yes, sir.
What's your guest policy, like, because you said like $99 membership, but you also can you bring people or advise about it?
Okay, so a member has to be there, and so basically how the conference rooms work is those are available by the hour, and so you would either reserve the big one, reserve the small one, and then whatever guests you want to bring in. If you bring guests, they just can't they can't go find themselves a desk in the open area. They have to be in the conference room in those common areas. But that's really the only policy. As long as the member's with them, then we're good. Other questions?
You had an on-site, offering on-site secretary, what are you offering?
So no. So the Jeremy is there to really just control access to the building, to sign up new members, things like that. We are not an executive suite, and so you've seen other companies that'll do kind of an executive suite type environment. I think there's a market for that here in Lubbock actually, but we're not doing that. And so the difference in our model and the executive suite model is, you get the space and that's it. In the executive suite model, you can go buy secretarial services, you can pay them to answer your phone, you can do a lot of other things with that model, all for a fee. But no, we're not providing that. I wish somebody would in Lubbock actually, but that's not our model. Is there a question over here?
Yeah, I've used the Regency model before.
That's what I was
Just
describing.
like one day.
Right.
And I saw there on the conference room you had $15 an hour. If I was to have I don't see myself right now needing a day-to-day space, but every once in a while if I have clients come in or other clients that may be visiting and just need the space for a day or so, are you gonna just kind of see how it works and offer anything like that?
That's really the purpose of the $15 day rate. I may not mention that. So yes, so we have a $15 day rate, and so if you're a traveling salesman or somebody that just needs access to a conference room,
Right.
so you buy the $15 day rate, and then the conference room for a couple hours or whatever you need. So for $40, you can have the conference room for an hour. So
Do you have access to any printers or any other kind of systems?
we do not, and so we have a small printer sitting on our desk, and we're gonna allow people to use that, on a very minimal basis, maybe 10 or 20 pages a month. That's all it's designed for. One of the things that when I looked at some other spaces, that in my mind was like, get Benchmark, come out there, put a big printer down there and charge for it or whatever. And printers are like $100 nowadays. You can go buy a $100 printer, and so those big industrial printers are just really hard to pay for. And so all these other spaces told me not to do it. They're like, don't do that. You can put a small printer, let people just print a page or two when they need to, but those big printers, it says it's a loser.
Yeah.
So right now we're not doing that. If the market demands it, we may reconsider, but right now we're not doing that.
Does the conference room have projector, slideshow ability to do like TV presentations or anything like that?
Yes, our big conference room, small conference room doesn't. The big conference room, it's got a TV about that size. We don't have projector, but we can plug in just like this. So you plug your computer in and go, right, Jeremy? He figured out how to use it. I couldn't. Yeah. Ryan?
What are kind of like some of your long-term plans? Is there, you plan to open up another location outside of Lubbock in Brazil? Or are there any plans to kind of tie those two together in some way? And then I guess the second part of that question is, I think, are you familiar with the WeWork model and some of the things they do? So like some of the things they offer are, they bring in different guest speakers. So they do more than just space. And I don't know that it's like intensive services, but they just do things to add to the experience of space. So do you have any, long-term plans in that area as well?
I mean, our plans right now, and they're very loosely defined right now, but we are planning to try to create some a social environment. So we may host some cocktail parties or something like that after hours. We don't have any plans right now on speakers and things like that, but as our building kind of fills up, we kind of see who's using the building, and if there's an interest, to certainly have the space. We certainly have the space to do that. As far as other locations, so technically, you'd be a member of the São Paulo location. So next time you're in Brazil, you have a place to go. But yes, I would love to do this downtown. We actually started this project looking at a downtown location, and just different things didn't work out. But that's my intention, is that we would probably open maybe a smaller space downtown, and if you're a member one, you're a member both, and so you can you come and go at both places. And yeah, I mean, I'd love for this idea to expand beyond that, but right now that's kind of the three places that we're looking.
So determining your market, you felt like there was a need. How did you determine that this was a need, and then when do you feel like you start making a profit off of this? Of course, you already own the building, right?
I own the building, so that helps.
Yeah.
So I had some consultants in Austin last summer. Actually, we were working on the downtown location, but they came to town and did, in the real estate market, I just call that a market survey. And basically they came back and told me that in the Lubbock market, there was between 5,000 and 6,000 people that would be in the market for this kind of space. And those are people either working out of their house, or they went down around all the coffee shops and just kind of counted heads. And so in their mind, they defined our market as about 6,000 people. I need about 50, but actually my max is 60 people in my space. I get 60 parking spaces, so they're my max. And so as a percent of the market, I mean, we really, we're looking at 1% of what the consultants think that this market will sustain. And so a very, very small piece. With regard to when I make money, I need to be about half full. And so, about 25 members, and, we're probably looking to find another location somewhere. So.
All right.
One more?
Okay.
Why don't you think it worked before? I know you have had those conversations.
Yeah.
But what are the different pieces that have shown failure that you think you're capitalizing on?
So there was another co-working space, Tumble Co. Was that the name? Brian Maines ran that with another partner. I went and sat down with Brian last year and basically asked that question and said, okay, why aren't y'all still in business? What happened? And basically they had two problems. One, Brian's partner moved out of town. And so that was kind of the last straw. The other thing was they didn't have enough space. I mean, they were in a small renovated house over University and 19th area. I don't know the exact square footage. They might have had like 1,500 feet, and both Brian and his partner were officing there. And so when you took a small space and then two of the owners took up space, Brian just said, we didn't have enough space. The good news is that Brian said, and he told me, he said, hey, it actually worked in that, they got free office space the whole time they were open. So they were generating enough revenue to cover the cost in that very, very small space. But at the end of the day, one of them left town and they didn't have enough space. I have 10,000 feet, and so I've got plenty of volume to make this work. And so yeah, so that's the first thing I did. It's like, I don't need to fail again. So what happened? so if he'd had a bigger space, you know, they'd probably still be around.
And it wasn't a great place. I mean, the parking's
That's
funky
not what Brian
there.
said.
Well, it's just, I used to office in that same
Oh,
house.
okay.
And the parking's bad, the building's not great, it's kind of hidden back there behind McAllister's or whatever, so it just looks like a house,
Yeah.
because it is a house.
So they were happy with it, but at the end of the day, they need to go do something else, so.
Are you having a ribbon cutting or anything like that?
We will, so we officially open Monday. We're still working on the second floor, painting and doing some things. So actually my first tenant moved in Monday. He wants to be upstairs, so he's downstairs right now. We said, hey, we'll get you up there. But probably the end of this week, we'll be completely finished with the building, and then we'll start looking, maybe toward the end of the month, end of April, to do a chamber ribbon cutting and kind of more official opening, so.
Okay. So, yeah, so as a 1 Million Cups community, what can we do for you?
Tell people Lubbock's back in the co-working business. Everybody that I've run into over the last 6 months, just kind of talking about this, everybody seems to know, I know somebody that would fit, or I know somebody. And so that's really what y'all can do, is just tell people, hey, Lubbock's got a co-working space. And so if you know somebody that wants to do it. The first guy that moved in basically told me, he said, look, me and two other guys, we're running this business. I mean, we might be around in 6 months. And I said, fine, that's great. You go tell a commercial office building that, and they'll say, come back and see us in 6 months if you're in business. So we're in the month-to-month space, so that's perfect for us.
And like real quick, so if someone is interested in like applying and being a member, where do they go? Should they go to your website and sign up, or?
Yeah, so if you I go to the website, I didn't click on, there's a more information, pricing, there's about 3 ways to get to our business side. And on our business side, you'll see all of our different plans. And basically you just sign up with an email address and a phone number, and you can sign up, you can put payment information in there. I also have a little free trial 1 week membership, so you can do that with no cost at all. Come see us, and then we'll upgrade you to whatever you want. So trying to make it as easy as possible, but it's all online. You can do it all online, or come see Jeremy any morning, right there. So, well, thank y'all very much for the opportunity. I appreciate it.